The prospect list, at least on paper, looks really good. Grayson Rodriguez, DL Hall. There is talent coming up for the Orioles and some guys for Adley Rutschman to play catch with that should fare pretty well. Another problem, as you know very well, they're in the AL East.
Yeah, I was about to get my bucket of cold water and throw it on this. You know, I mentioned before that the benefit to the White Sox is they play in a bad division, right? In this division, for the Orioles to be good, you know, you need pathology. You need badly run other organizations. That isn't really what exists here. And in some of the situations, Yankees are well run. They're a behemoth financially. The Red Sox are generally well run. They're a behemoth financially. The Blue Jays are better run than, you know, in past years. They could be a behemoth financially. And so the Orioles have to outdo the Rays, who are setting the standard for how to do this, you know, without a lot of this. So they got to, you know, like, they could finish fifth and be much better than they have been the last few years. And you just mentioned, to me, all their prospects. Maybe he's Buster Posey, but he's already been hurt. This is the most dangerous position on the field, is catching. The second is pitching. That's their other best prospects. How many of them will be good right away? They feel like they're a lot of players away. I would look at the group that's on the field now. Do you feel Cedric Mullins will be part of whatever that next playoff team is? Do you feel Ryan Mountcastle will be? Do you feel Austin Hayes will be? Do you feel that Santander will be? Like, it could be that that's a whole generation of players who need to be moved out still till they get the right group, and you're doing it in such a tough division. To me, if you created an American League South, like, we just completely changed everything, and they were with Tampa Bay and Florida and maybe even Atlanta, and that would be the best trade for them. Just get out of this.
Or that realignment is the best.
Realignment is their best hope.
Yes. Or they can wait for baseball to expand to 16 teams in the playoffs, and then maybe they'll have.
Right.
By the way, that's the sound of a collective splat of crab cakes against the TV screens. Having heard Joel Sherman from Baltimore, O's fans are like, "Come on,
He didn't pick a year because I don't think he thinks they're making the playoffs.
And I honestly, I'm with you. I like that town as far as baseball's concerned.
Yeah.
I've been there when they've been good. I have nothing against them being good. I think that they're in an environment, nothing to do with them. Think about beating out those other teams in your division. Last year, there were 4 teams in that division that won 91 games. Would you be surprised if there were 4 teams in that division that won 85 plus this year? Now, as we see the Red Sox playing better, that's what they have to beat out. That's not in their control.
I will say this. They had a good run not too long ago.
Yeah, under Buck Showalter.
Under Buck Showalter. The only difference, like you pointed out, though, with the Cubs and the Astros, like the Astros, it's Correa, it's Altuve, it's Bregman, etc., the position players. The Cubs, it's
but it's
Rizzo,
also,
it's
the AL West. There were a lot of teams that didn't have their act together.
Yeah, Central
there was
and
the
NL.
NL Central. They didn't have their act together. The AL East is filled with teams that have their act together.
Yeah, they're in a tough spot. So we'll see. What year? Let us know. You can add that to the Thinking Fan question on Twitter right now for MLB Now.